Did Jesus say I'm sinless?
But even your Quran says...
No, wait, I want to ask a question, because you said none of them claim to be sinless. Where did Jesus claim to be sinless? Because according to your Bible, he's basically portrayed as some sort of a racist. I'll tell you where.
I know what you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about the woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I think you take it out of context.
Okay, I don't know. I'll tell you what. You put in context and tell me, when is it appropriate to call a woman a dog?
He didn't call her a dog.
No? What did he call her?
He was using the analogy of the time, so she knew that the Gentiles were referred to as dogs.
So he did call her a dog?
No, she called herself a dog.
No, he called her a dog.
Yeah, but she...
You can't... Wait, let's read the verse. I'll tell you what. Instead of I'm saying, you said, and he said, let's read what the verse says. Because you see, this is what happens when you actually scrutinize your own Bible. You realize that the way Jesus, the one that the Christians love and cherish, and they call them is the Lord and the God of, and this is the person is being portrayed in the Bible, is not very good. But the respect and the reverence given to Jesus and his mother Mary in the Quran, it basically outweighs what the Bible does. The way he's portrayed in the Quran versus the way he's portrayed in the Bible. In the Bible, when this Samaritan, when this Canaanite woman comes to him and seeks his help, yes, first he ignores her. First, what does he say to her? I've not come except for the lordship of Israel. Not the lordship of Christianity, the lordship of Israel.
It's Christianity, the word hadn't even come into existence yet.
Yeah, my point exactly. So you see, this is what he came. His mission was to basically bring the message and to bring the people who were the lordship, not even all of Israel. It's the lordship among the people of Israel who are basically going to whom the message of Jesus was directed, or basically he was addressing them. So he ignores her on 3 occasions. But then finally, because she's insisting to help her child, this woman, Jesus, his own disciples say something to her. I'm paraphrasing here, yeah? They said that say something to this woman so she'll go away. And what does Jesus say?
It wasn't to go away. Actually, they tried to tell her to go away, and he said no.
No. What did he say? What did Jesus say? He says, I do not cause the bread of the children to the dogs. Who are the children and who are the dogs in that statement?
It's the Jews and the Gentiles.
Exactly. So you see, are you Gentiles or Jews?
We're Gentiles.
Right. So you see, at that time, yes, Jesus is calling all Gentiles, addressing... Wait.
more about the Bible than you do about Quran.
How do you know I don't know much about the Quran? I'll tell you about the Quran, don't worry. Because you see, I'm just trying to point to you, to your Bible, which you hold as being as being something that is revealed to you by God, has been inspired by God. So this book, which is supposed to be the Bible, is inspired by God. And what has God inspired these people to write? They wrote that Jesus is some sort of a racist. That calling a woman who is literally begging him to help her daughter. Yes, she's on her knees begging him literally to help my daughter.
He did help her.
Eventually, wait, I'm coming to that, guys. Come on. I know you want to fast forward to the part where he helps her. But you always want to ignore the bit where he calls her dog. Really? Okay, wait. Guys, it is a metaphor. Of course, he didn't say she was literally dog. But you see, this is exactly what racism is. When someone calls a racist derogatory term, like the N-word, or whatever it is they use, it is not.
So he was not a racist.
Aren't the Jews called?
You know what? Let me ask you this.
They do call.
Don't the Jews call? They do.
Yes.
Pigs. Isn't that the same?
Wait. Who calls the Jews pigs?
I thought.
You guys don't read your.
No way.
You guys don't read the Quran properly. Go and show me where it says they were called pigs.
Yes. Gonna find it for you.
While you're finding it, let me finish this statement. And by the way, Jesus also says, do not basically throw the pearls in front of the swine. Who are the swine again? Guess who? No, it's Gentiles. It's Gentiles. This was a common terminology that the Jews of that time basically used for the Gentiles, dogs and swines. So who really called them dogs and pigs? It is actually in the Bible, not in the Quran. In the Quran, those people who...
Let's establish whether it is if it is in the Quran that it calls the Jews pigs, then it's a catch-22.
No, it's not a catch. In the Quran, unless you show me... Wait, unless you show me the verse where God calls them... where God calls them dogs and pigs, you guys got nothing on us. So anyway, you know what? Trust me, listen to this. If you... Brother, 1 minute. If it was anyone other than Jesus, called a needy woman, call a woman in need, a dog, what would you say? Would you say that is okay? Or would you say that is really rude, that is really arrogant of him, that is really nasty and racist of him because he calls a particular race? He didn't say, you woman or you child are a dog. He says, I do not cause the bread of the children. Who are the children? The children of the Bani Israel, the Jewish people. And who are the dogs? Everyone else. So it is not just one person or two people. Yeah, go on. Go on.
I want to talk about the Samaritan woman.
Yeah.
Okay?
This one, the same one?
Not that one.
Okay.
The Samaritan woman in John 4. Now, she was somebody who was shunned by her own society. She went to draw water at the well at 12 o'clock or midday when people would not be there. So she chose a time that was isolated.
Yeah.
And Jesus was the one who approached her. He spoke to her, which was very countercultural to that time. People didn't speak to the woman in that time. And number one, she had lots of ex-husbands. So she was an adulterer in their eyes. And he showed her mercy. He pointed out her past to her.
Yeah.
And he forgave her, and she went and told the whole town of her sin and how it had been forgiven, and she proclaimed the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Okay, so what did Jesus say exactly?
I can get it.
Yeah?
I can get it.
Jesus basically said, the one who is without sin cast the first stone. Is that right?
That's a different woman.
Oh, is that the different woman? Okay, I
With
thought you were talking about the adulteress.
No, well, this woman was also an adulteress,
Okay.
but she was the woman of... See, the trouble is, what happens, you choose an example of this woman where there's the pigs and all the rest of it and the dogs, but you fail to look at the bigger picture,
Which is?
how Jesus showed such mercy to so many people that he came across. He healed the sick, he cast out demons, he opened the eyes of the blind, he made the lame walk, he forgave them of their sin. Now only God has the power to forgive sin.
Now wait. We are going on so many different tangents here. Let's deal with one at a time. By the way, do you know that Muslims believe in Jesus Christ? And he's the Messiah, he's born of the Virgin, he's basically without sin like all the other prophets. He's one of the mightiest messengers of God. As a Muslim, I respect and revere him. And when I see him portrayed as a racist in a book you call the Bible, then that offends me. So I'm not the one saying that Jesus is bad. It is your Bible which is saying Jesus is bad in that particular verse which you didn't want to address. Because you see, calling someone a dog, especially when they are in need, when they are down on their knees, literally begging for help, the last thing that woman wants to hear is that she is a dog or from the dog.